November 20th, 2016, the Ford EcoBoost 400 at Homestead Miami Speedway, the final race of the 2016 NASCAR Sprint Cup Series season. Today, there are four drivers who are chasing the championship: Kyle Busch, Jimmy Johnson, Joey Logano, and Carl Edwards. Kyle Busch is coming off of his 2015 championship, and with 4 wins on the season, he's looking for his second championship in a row. He'll start ninth today. Jimmy Johnson is a six-time champion. With 4 wins this season, he's looking for a record-tying 7th championship. He'll have to start at the back due to a preparation inspection fault. Joey Logano has 3 wins this season and is looking for his first championship. He starts 13th today. Carl Edwards also has 3 wins this season and is also looking for his first championship. He'll start alongside Kyle Busch in 10th. Whoever can finish it for the other 3 will win the championship. Note this is also Tony Stewart's final NASCAR race. He needs to give him a tribute before the beginning of the race. All the crews line up on pit road and let him know that they appreciate him for all he's done in his career. He actually almost goes a lap down before the race even begins because of this. He starts 11th today. Unbeknownst to everyone at the time, this will also be Carl Edwards' final NASCAR race. Kevin Harvick starts on pole and leaves the field to the green. He'll lead the opening laps of the race. Jimmy Johnson, who started at the back, is able to make his way to 13th by lap 20. On lap 27, Ryan Blaney scrapes the wall, bringing out the first caution. The race restarts on lap 32. On lap 33, Carl Edwards makes his move.
What a strong move by Carl Edwards on the bottom of the racetrack. He cleared Kevin Harvick by a solid 2 car lengths.
However, Harvick would take back the lead on lap 35. Edwards would chase him down for the next 34 laps. On lap 65, Jimmy Johnson reports to his crew that he has a vibration. They'll tend to it on their next scheduled stop. The first green flag pit stops take place on lap 68. Joey Logano is the first to come in. His strategy is to pit before the other championship drivers do and gain time out on the track. Harvick pits on lap 69, which hands the lead to Edwards. During Johnson's pit stop, the Jackman falls over, costing them valuable time on pit road. He's almost rammed into by Brad Keselowski exiting his pit stall, and they almost run into each other again on pit exit. After pit stops cycle through, Kevin Harvick reassumes the lead. A caution comes down on lap 80 for Jeffrey Earnhardt spinning in turn 4. On the ensuing restart, Joey Logano takes the lead from Kevin Harvick. Edwards makes his way to second and chases Logano down, taking the lead on lap 92. Kyle Larson has been quickly making his way through the field. He takes second from Logano and will now try to chase Carl Edwards down. He takes the lead just as the next cycle of green flag pit stops begins. Joey Logano is the first championship contender to come down, and Kyle Busch follows suit. Edwards and Johnson are the last 2 contenders to come down. After pit stops cycle through, Edwards comes out the leader, and Larson takes back the lead on lap 126. He'll go on to lead 132 laps today, the most of anyone in the race. On lap 137, Kyle Busch makes an unscheduled stop for what he thinks is a flat right front tire, only to find out a few laps later that it wasn't flat. Now he'll have to make his way up from 21st a lap down if he wants to win this championship. On lap 153, another cycle of green flag stops begins. Logano and Johnson are the first championship contenders to come in, followed by Carl Edwards. During this, Kyle Busch is able to get his lap back. Kyle Larson holds on to the lead after pit stops cycle through. Debris brings out the third caution on lap 171. The race restarts on lap 179. Joey Logano takes second from Carl Edwards and will now try to chase Kyle Larson down. 3 out of the 4 championship drivers are now inside the top 5. Jimmy Johnson follows closely behind in 10th and is slowly working his way up. Meanwhile, Carl Edwards battles Joey Logano for second place. Kyle Busch follows closely in 4th and Jimmy Johnson in 7th. Carl Edwards is able to get around Joey Logano and will now try to chase Kyle Larson down again. Ryan Blaney hits the wall in turn 1 with 61 laps to go and brings out the caution. Kyle Larson pulls away on the restart with 55 to go. Kyle Busch is able to take second from Logano, and now he'll be the one to try to take the lead from Larson. It'll be the first time all day that he leads the championship 4 drivers. All 4 championship drivers are now inside the top 10. With less than 50 to go, everyone is able to make it on fuel. To short pit now would be a huge gamble. Carl Edwards is slowly closing in on Kyle Busch. This battle is for the championship. With 25 to go, Edwards makes the pass. Now he leads the championship 4. Kyle tries to battle back but can't complete the pass. Both drivers could care less about Larson, who's still in the lead at this point. All that matters to them is staying in front of the other. Edwards pulls away while Kyle tries to chase him down. A caution comes out with 15 to go for Dylan Lupton spinning in turn 2. All 4 championship drivers come down pit road. They cannot make any mistakes. Kyle Busch's crew makes a huge mistake. The rear tire changer isn't getting the lug nuts off clean. He tries to make up time around the car and slips and falls. They'll end up losing 3 positions on pit road, and it might just cost them the championship. Kyle Larson wins the race off pit road, and Carl Edwards beats the other championship drivers off pit road. For this next restart, Kyle Larson elects the outside. This gives Edwards the inside. He leaves the championship for this next restart and is poised to win his first championship when disaster strikes.
Kyle Larson, the outside. Carl Edwards on the inside. Green flag back in the air. They're blocking. Good go down low. Carl Edwards into the wall. He got tagged by the 22. Big hits by the 19. And the caution comes back out again.
It's all over. A near perfect race and one bad block would ultimately cost him the championship. Shades of 5 years earlier when he lost the championship on a tiebreaker. He gets out of his car, walks over to the 22 pit tower, and demonstrates the greatest show of sportsmanship in NASCAR history.
Look at Carl Edwards. Listen, he's smiling. He goes up. He's having a conversation with everything on a line.
He shook their hands.
Listen, I don't blame him for being frustrated or being upset because it's a championship, but taking time to go to them and have a conversation, that would have been difficult for me to do.
The ensuing red flag lasts just over 31 minutes. Joey Logano will come down pit road to repair his damage to get 4 fresh tires to boot. He'll maintain track position as everybody else behind him pitted as well. The race restarts with just 5 laps to go. Jimmie Johnson now leads the championship 4. Joey Logano tries to chase him down, but a caution comes out. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. spins and hits the inside wall. When pit road opens, Kyle Busch comes down pit road, losing a ton of track position in the process. This is what ultimately loses him the championship. The race restarts in overtime. Jimmie Johnson takes the lead on the restart, and, as they say, the rest is history.
Make room! Richard Petty and Dale Earnhardt. There's another 7-time champ. Jimmie Johnson wins his 7th NASCAR Sprint Cup championship.
You are looking at 7-time champion, Sprint NASCAR champion, Jimmie Johnson.
He's done it. Jimmie Johnson now ties Richard Petty and Dale Earnhardt for the most Cup Series championships. Rick Allen says it best: "We may never see anything like this in our lifetimes again." Jimmie Johnson cements his legacy as the 3rd 7-time Cup Series champion in NASCAR, as well as one of the all-time greats in the sport. He pulls in the championship victory lane and celebrates with his crew. Tony Stewart meets him on the stage, and, as a parting gift, Jimmie gives him his championship-winning helmet. Tony Stewart would end up finishing 22nd in his final NASCAR race. In 2017, Jimmie Johnson would score the final 3 wins of his career and retire in 2020. Joey Logano would go on to win the 2018 Cup Series championship. A year later, Kyle Busch would win his 2nd championship. Carl Edwards announces in January 2017 that he would step away from NASCAR racing. He would never make another start in NASCAR again. All in all, this race was a race to remember. The final race of a NASCAR legend, the tragedy of a contender, and the triumph of another. Thank you all so much for watching. That's it from me.